What's up, everybody? What it do? What it do? Yo, we made it to the end. Thank y'all so much for watching, man. This is the final video of my 40-day fast series, man. I really appreciate y'all watching all of these videos and making it to this point with me. I did a 40-day fast, man. Nothing but water for 40 days and 40 nights. I say I'm in a 40-40 club, and I'm happy to have made that achievement because there ain't a lot of people, nobody I really actually know that's done this. I watch different videos on YouTube, so other people have done it, but it's a great club to be in. I really believe it was like one of the best decisions of my life. And actually, it's like a club that my Lord and Savior, Jesus, did. He did a 40-day fast. I did something that Jesus did, so I'm really proud of that. So let me just talk about this stuff I wanted to address in the video that I did not get to when I was filming this stuff. And I don't want this to be super long, so I'm trying to get through this as fast as I can. If you was watching the videos, there was a point where I was like super low the last week. I was feeling terrible. I was drained. It was just a bad week. I didn't know what was causing it, like what I did wrong, but I've since done a 21-day fast, and I pretty much figured out maybe like 7 days in that 21-day fast what was causing me to feel like that, because those symptoms were starting to come back. So my belief, I was torn between, was it me dry fasting or was it me brushing my teeth with regular toothpaste. It's toothpaste. Toothpaste, I don't know what it has in it, but it's some type of toxins. But when you think about it, I'm not eating anything, so all I'm drinking is water. So even when I brush my teeth, you're gonna get like little backwash of toothpaste. Like when you drink water later, there's gonna be like some little residue from the toothpaste left in your mouth. So you have nothing in your body for all of these days, nothing but water. So it's just gonna try to digest whatever you put up in it. And I guess toothpaste was getting into my system, and that built up over those 30 days, 35 days, whatever day it was, and I started feeling real bad. That build up accumulated to the point where it just felt terrible inside my system, and that's what took all my energy out. Because when I did my 21-day fast, I was brushing my teeth, and I started to feel that way again, but then I stopped brushing my teeth and just started gargling with warm water and brushing my teeth with warm water just to remove the toothpaste. And I felt better. So my conclusion is it was the toothpaste. So if you're ever doing an extended fast, you got to get rid of the toothpaste, man, because it can really mess you up. Because I was feeling terrible to the point where one of those days I was ready to quit. And I'm happy to be able to tell y'all this, because if y'all are going to do something like this, I'm trying to make sure y'all don't have to go through the mistakes that I made. So I'm trying to be as informative as I can be, because I did a lot of research before I did my fast. But some things just aren't told to you, so I had to learn from my own experience. So this is what I'm basically trying to give you this advice about. You're gonna not have to be able to use toothpaste. I even tried in the second fast, I used natural toothpaste, and I was still starting to feel terrible. So I don't care if they says it's all natural, it's just warm water, and you're not gonna fix your breath anyway. Ketosis is the worst breath. Ketosis breath is the worst breath you can get. I think ketosis is worse than halitosis. People with halitosis will be like, man, you smell old boy breath with the ketosis? Like, it's terrible. But you got to deal with it. You don't want to talk to people you be hoping they don't smell your breath while you're doing this fast, but you're just detoxing, man. So the fumes from that detox is going to come out your mouth 24/7. I don't care how many times you brush your teeth. It's going to come right back. So just deal with the warm water. You'll feel better. People around you probably ain't going to like the odors coming from your mouth, but it's about you fasting and reaching your goal and, healing your health, or repairing your health. But definitely happy I did it. I really believe that was the best decision I ever made in my life. As you know, from the beginning video, I was doing this because I was having health issues with chronic hemorrhoids. It was terrible, like the worst hemorrhoids I ever had in my life. I was dealing with them for like 7 years, and doctors couldn't do anything for me, man. So that's the reason why I went to like the 40-day fast. So let me give y'all, the last video I posted was basically me eating all of this food. Terrible decision. Even though it was good stuff that I can eat, I had like a vegetable broth. No, I had a vegetable soup. The first day I just did the broth from the soup and the smoothies. And I felt that since I was able to handle that, I was real good. Like I was just perfectly fine. So I just had a lot of soup the next day, and I was still eating fruit. Yeah, soup and fruit. Oh, and I made like that garbanzo beans and that wild rice. Terrible decision, especially from the stuff I was trying to heal myself from, because what I did not know and what nobody prepared me for was, even though they was telling me to eat healthy afterwards, when you haven't eaten for 40 days and 40 nights, that first meal or those first meals are very important that you eat healthy, which I did eat healthy. But when it's time to have a bowel movement, I'm just trying to think of the perfect way to phrase this. This is my recommendation for people. If you go on an extended fast, 21 days or more, just do liquids the first few days until you have a bowel movement. Just do the broth from a soup, smoothies. Because you need to know what type of bowel movement you're going to have. What happened to me, because I actually put myself in the hospital. As y'all saw that last meal, I ate like that, and I think I ate the next day like that too. But I hadn't had a bowel movement. When it was time for me to have a bowel movement, the first one went smooth. I'm like, okay, cool. But it's like I had to keep going to the bathroom. Like I went to the bathroom, finished. 10 minutes later, I was right back in the bathroom. Go through that one, finished again. 20 minutes later, I'm right back in the bathroom. It's like my body would not stop doing number two. Like it just kept on going. I probably did like maybe 5 or 6 bowel movements. And I think it was maybe like the third day where it finally came after I finished my fast. Like 6 or 7 bowel movements within a 2 to 3 hour period. Like they just kept coming. And what happened was the first couple were smooth, but then I started getting congested again. And not congested, but constipated. Like it was hard for me to push the stuff out. Because I felt like I had to go, but nothing was coming out. So I'm steady pushing, thinking I'm done. I got everything out. Go back into my room. Got to go right back to the bathroom. Now I'm pushing, but ain't nothing coming out. And the biggest hemorrhoid I ever had formed. So I'm already disappointed about that because I just did this 40-day fast trying to see if I can get rid of hemorrhoids. And this hemorrhoid was so big and painful that when it formed, I tried to go lay down, but I had to keep going to the bathroom. So I keep coming back out to go to the bathroom again, and it's just putting more and more irritation on it. I'm steady pushing, and this thing is just like getting bigger. Like it got to the point where it was so painful and so bad, I had to go to the hospital. Like I literally went to the hospital, got checked in, and it was like one of the worst nights ever. And so the doctor said it was like chronic hemorrhoids. You know, it's gonna take a while for it to go away. So that was basically the diagnosis. So I ended up leaving the hospital the next day, but I was literally, that thing lasted for like 8 days. A complete 8 days. It did not go away. It lasted for 8 days, and it did not disappear until the 8th day. Like I was in the bed as much as I could be for 8 days straight. Like I was just laying in my bed in pain, constant pain. And I'm just like, man, it was so painful. Like I said that last week was very uncomfortable with the fast. Like it surpassed that. Like that pain was so bad. Like it erased all the pain from that fast. It was way worse. So I actually stopped eating again. Like I started fasting maybe 2 days after I got back from the hospital because I didn't want to try to have any more bowel movements because it was so painful to have a bowel movement. And I wanted this thing to go away. And I felt like if I kept having bowel movements, it wasn't going to go away. So I just fasted again because I pretty much wasn't doing number 2 when I was fasting. But 8 days later, it finally went away, which is one of the best days of my life when that thing went away because 8 days of pain, man. From hemorrhoids, 8 days of hemorrhoidal pain, it's the worst. This video is going to be long. I'm already at 10 minutes or 9 minutes, but still. But 8 days of nonstop pain from hemorrhoids was just like the worst. So it finally went away, and then maybe like I start eating again, but this time I was just like, okay, I'm just going to do broth and smoothies. And then maybe like 2 days later, I had other bowel movements. So I'm already disappointed. Like, man, I did these 40 days to try to get rid of hemorrhoids, and I still had them. And that was like the worst one I had ever experienced. So right now I'm just like, okay, I'm just happy that I did reach 40 days. I just did something a lot of people can't do. So a couple of days later, I did have a bowel movement. Went to the bathroom or whatever. And when I finished, I'm laying in my bed because I went back to my room just to lay down. And then it finally dawned on me like, wait a minute. I don't have a hemorrhoid. This was the first time in like 7 years that I did number 2 and did not have a hemorrhoid afterwards. And man, like, I was in shock. Like, just imagine 7 years, every single time you have a bowel movement, you get hemorrhoids. For 7 years straight. Not one time has nothing been there. This is the first time out of 7 years. Like, I almost couldn't believe it. I did not have a hemorrhoid after doing number 2. So I'm just like, whoa, I think this actually worked. And I just continue to have bowel movements throughout the week, and since then, no more hemorrhoids, man. So this is when I say this is the best decision I ever made in my life. It actually healed my body. And I've been watching videos. Nobody ever talked about my particular ailment that I was dealing with, but it was saying like water fasting can heal you from just about anything. The only thing I heard that you shouldn't do it with was type 1 diabetes. But it's a lot of people giving like different testimonies about being healed from doing water fasting. So I can say it does work. I'm not a doctor. I can't medically give you advice to do this, but this is my belief. I believe it can heal just about anything. You got to get out of your body's way. Your body uses like 90% of its energy to digest food. You remove that food, your body is going to heal itself. That's what God designed us to do. In the Bible, man, he tells you to fast. It's a lot of verses about fasting. I just never knew that it actually could heal your body, but God has given us the key to life, man. It's in there. So I said I did something Jesus did. 40 days and 40 nights. You get so much revelation from fasting too, but not comparing myself to Jesus, but it's just like I'm going through this sacrifice to let y'all know that this can heal you. Jesus healed. His ministry started after he did his 40-day fast of healing. He did this, and I'm trying to share this information with y'all, letting y'all know that this can actually heal your body. So try it, man. What you got to lose? You're going to lose what? Meals? You're going to be hungry for a little while? What if this can heal your body from whatever you've been going through? However many days you do it, 21 days, 30 days, 40 days, those 40 days of discomfort will be worth you not having to deal with whatever that ailment was that you were dealing with for the rest of your life. Like, it's worth it, man. And you'll be so happy once you finish it. But yeah, this has been like the best decision I ever made in my life, man. Like, I got my life back. Like, that was literally messing up my life. I couldn't go to comedy clubs the way I wanted to. I'm a comedian. I couldn't go out as much as I wanted to. I would go to people's houses, be afraid to use their bathroom. People would invite me to places. If I had to do number 2 earlier in that day, I might not be able to make it out to these invites I've been invited to, and people may be thinking I'm being antisocial, but I just couldn't. I couldn't be mobile, man. I had to just lay down until these things went away, but I don't have them anymore, and that is so priceless. So I don't know what ailments you're dealing with, but if doctors can't heal you, man, what else do you have to lose? They just keep giving you medications. A lot of these doctors ain't really trying to heal you. They have deals with these pharmaceutical companies. They make money off of giving you these prescriptions that are just treating symptoms but not even trying to heal them. So you have to deal with these medications and whatever type of medicines they give you for the rest of your life. Like, they're going to continue to make money off of you. It's not healing the situation. You want to heal the situation, man. So try it. It worked for me. That's all I can say. It worked for me for something I was dealing with for 7 years that doctors could not heal me from. So it's priceless, man. Like, I got my life back. I can move. I can eat stuff. Like, I'm trying to eat better. So I did. So this would be a perfect time to mention this. I did feel my digestion was slowing down again because, you know, after I found out I could eat stuff again, of course you want to eat all the stuff I couldn't eat because, you know, when my hemorrhoids got real bad, I had to really change the way I ate just so they wouldn't be painful. I still had them, but they just wouldn't be as painful. So a lot of things I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat rice. I couldn't eat, I ain't gonna name all the stuff I couldn't eat.